Hello, I'm Reed Smith, and welcome to this edition of Woodbury City Style. Today we're going to go inside this water tower to see how it works. Water towers play an important role in how the city manages the city's water supply. Joining us today is Utility Supervisor Doug Peterson. Thanks for being here today, Doug.
Thank you, Reed.
So what function do water towers play in the city's water supply?
Water towers have two functions. One is to help regulate the water pressure, and the second function is to make sure there's an adequate water supply for fire protection.
And how many water towers are there in Woodbury, and how do you determine where they're located at?
The city has 4 elevated water towers and 2 above ground storage tanks, and those are located at the highest points in the city, and that's to help with the water pressure.
Why are water towers so tall?
Water towers are tall so they can provide a hydraulic head, which then can put pressure on the water system and force it by gravity back into the distribution lines.
And how big are they? I mean, this one seems to be rather large. How much water do they hold?
Yeah, the 4 elevated water tanks range from 500,000 gallons up to 2 million gallons. The 2 ground storage reservoirs range from 1 million gallons up to 3 million gallons.
Okay, and this last winter was extremely cold. What keeps the water flowing, keep it from freezing up?
Basically, the water in and out every day of the water towers, along with the mechanical mixer inside that helps mix the water together, basically ensures that the water doesn't freeze during the wintertime.
How does the utilities department get fresh water out to the residents?
Yeah, that's a good question, Reed. The city gets its water from 2 underground aquifers, and the water is pumped into the system through a series of wells, and the water towers work with those wells in order to supply the fresh water, potable water into the system.
Okay, and how does Public Works maintain the water towers?
Yeah, every day our Public Works staff comes out and does an inspection of our wells and our water towers to ensure that they're working properly. We also do routine maintenance on the wells and our water towers and our fire hydrants and our water shutoff valves. And we monitor the level of the water in our water towers through a computer system that's back at our Public Works facility.
Okay, and as a resident, you go to your water faucet, turn it on, you have water, it's already there. It just happens every day. We kind of take it for granted. What should residents know about the utilities department and how they impact their water supply?
The Utility Division is a group of dedicated employees that takes pride in providing reliable and potable water to its residents and businesses. Those folks work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day in order to make that happen and to provide that potable water.
What other function do these water towers serve in Woodbury?
The city rents space on top of the water towers to various cellular providers who then put their antennas on top. The city then negotiates a lease with those folks and receives an annual rent payment from them.
Are there any plans for new water towers in the city?
The need for additional water towers really depends on the growth of the city and the design of the distribution system. Probably will need some additional water towers in the future.
So how do you decide where to build a new water tower?
Yeah, the location for water towers really depends on the water pressure and the topography of the land. Now, of course, we have to have adequate water pressure for fire protection and for the pressure in the system.
Thanks, Doug, for showing us the inside of this water tower.
Thank you, Reed, for the opportunity.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Woodbury City Style.